I don't have 20%. Now what? So in my last video, I talked about setting aside 20% of your income. We use the advice that Joseph gave Pharaoh in Genesis chapter 41. And there was a famine. Something happened. It was a bad famine, and Pharaoh had a dream, and he was like, "Bro, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for my people." And Joseph told him to find a wise man, find an honorable man, and have him to collect 1/5 of all the grain and store it. And so we came up with that 1/5 is the same as 20%. So take 20% of what we make, and then we want to store it 20% and save it, and that should help us out in the rainy days. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm always, even when I'm preparing for sermons and stuff, I'm always asking, what does the skeptic say? And I'm looking for answers for the skeptic or whatever, the person that's having problems with that initial advice. So even though I'm looking through it, I'm going through it, I'm like, okay, 20%, but I'm like, hey man, the truth is, a lot of people can't do 20%. Like that's really a real issue for people. And yeah, we want to get there. We want to strive to make sure we can actually do that, because living on percentages that way helps us in the long run. But a lot of people, particularly in the community that I live in, um, interesting. I mean, sidebar is, anyway. I'm not gonna go there. The community I live in, like, hey man, the people are really struggling, and so we started, even at our church, we started doing a financial class every other month to just kind of teach these principles and just try to help people with a spending plan. Now, we're not saying you have to do this. We're not saying you know this is the gold at the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. We're just saying, for people who don't have a spending plan, who don't have a way to manage their money or to track their money, we're giving something out. You know what I'm saying? So again, you don't have to take this plan, but it's just something I saw. And again, my heartbeat is just, I want to be able to help people, regular people who are just, they're struggling, they're trying to figure it out. So this that I'm coming up with is for those, for those who are in that situation. So again, so now you take the 20%. People say, I don't have 20%. Like, I don't have 20% to do. So what do we do for those people? Now, so for those people, and my wife and I, so all this stuff we're doing, y'all, we've actually, like, either we are, or we have tried it, or we've done it, or we're coming up, or we had to backpedal and try it over again, and maybe something happened. And like, so this is not something that, I ain't new to this, I grew to this, all right? So those of you who are having trouble with the 20% savings, saving 20% of your income, there was a challenge that went out a long time ago. And so my wife and I actually did it, but we doubled it and we started backwards. But I'm going to give you the forward way to do it. And it's called the 52-week money challenge. 52-week money challenge. All right, so here's how that works. So the 52-week money challenge goes this way. And here's the thing about the 52-week money challenge, is that whenever you decide that you want to do it, you can start it. You just find out what week of the year is it, and that's the amount you're going to start using. Because 52 weeks, no matter how you do it, is going to equal the same amount at the end of the 52 weeks. Okay, but so let's say you start January. This video is coming out, in December of 2025, and so you want to start something new, and you can't do 20%, but I want to start something. Okay, cool. Then you can start the 52-week money challenge. So in week 1, you're going to put $1 away. Now remember, my suggestion is just me, and I can't give you advice, but if I were in a situation where I am having issues and I'm trying to figure things out, my first place to put my money, I would say, would be a high yield savings account. It can gain small interest, and I can easily quickly get it out if necessary. All right, so just me. So let's say you put $1 into a high yield savings account. We talk hypothetically. You put $1 into the high yield savings account the first week of the year. The second week of the year, you're going to put $2 in, all right? The third week, you're going to put $3 in. The fourth week, $4 in, and so on and so forth. Now, here's what I'm asking you, because my I want you to build the habit, okay? I want you to build the habit. So just because you have an extra $10, I'm saying for this challenge, pump the brakes a little bit. Like don't go like don't, because what happened is, I'm telling you what I know. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. What will happen is you'll put the $10 in, and at that time I didn't even know high yield savings account. That's crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. We didn't even have high yield I didn't have the information of high yield savings account at that time. We had an envelope. I'm kicking myself now. But imagine if you put too much in at one time, you'll get lax. Or you'll say, well, hey, I already got, $10 in it already. It ain't time yet, so I can just wait out. And then you'll miss the habit. And so what we're trying to do is create a habit. So it was the beginning of every week because by profession, my wife and I'm a barber and she's a manicurist. So every Sunday we were putting the money in the envelope. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying, even if you got the 10, just hold on. Maybe the 10 can go stash in the cash somewhere else. But for the challenge, and we wrote 52-week challenge on the envelope. So for the challenge, just stay in the habit. Just stay in the discipline of only doing what's being asked of you. So if the 9th week of the year is only asking for $9, only put $9 in the high yield savings account, okay? The 26th week, you're going to put in $26. Now, that's 26 weeks we're into the year. At the end of the 26 weeks, you're going to have a total of $351 into your high yield savings account. And remember now, I'm using high yield savings account. I'm using that as an example. At the end of, so then you get to the 42nd week, you're going to put in $42. At the end of the 47th week, you're going to put in $47. At the end of the 52 week mark, you're going to put in $52. Now this is weekly. At the end of 52 weeks, you have $1,378 that you have put into your high yield savings account. And now that $1,378 is building interest. Okay? It's not quick interest, but it's something. So right now we're trying to build a good solid foundation. If need be, let's say, okay, you liked it, real example, but during the Christmas time, it was hard trying to put $52 to the side. And people like, you ain't got $52. Man, listen, it's hard out here for some people. And $52 may be a challenge for them. I don't know. So let's say, during Christmas time, it was kind of hard to do it. Then start backwards. That first week, and you just work backwards. $52 the first week, $51 the second week, $50 the third week, $49 the fourth week, and just work your way back till you get to $1 at the end of the year. No matter how you slice it, whether you go from 1 to 52 or 52 to 1, at the end of it, it should be $1,378. Now, that is for the people who say, I cannot put 20% aside. I am saying, if you can't do that, find a way to do this. Find a way to put something aside. And I get you. I understand. I'm not telling you something I ain't heard. I'm telling you something I know. I understand the difficulties of trying to find the money to save. But it is a necessity because times are going to hit where you're going to need to do it. All right? All right. I hope that was good. I hope you find value in it. If you did, send this video to somebody else who you know may need to see this video. Hit the bell notification. Make sure you subscribe if you hadn't. Give us a thumbs up to help with the algorithm, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Salute to you.